Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of Wedding Planning Weekly, brought to you by the Columns Banquets, where we bring you our show each and every week, and Buffalo's best videos, Key Video Productions.
Well, Valentine's Day only comes around once a year, and when it falls on a Saturday, love is in the air all weekend long.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. I'm sure a good number of you guys popped a big question last evening over a romantic dinner and a bottle of champagne. And if that's you, well, now the fun begins. You're engaged and officially moving into the planning stage of one of the biggest days of your life.
And there's no better place to start planning your dream wedding than with the Buffalo Bridal Association.
Once your ceremony and reception sites have been decided, what's the next thing up on the checklist, Beth?
Why, Ben? It's usually the dress.
Oh, hold on. I know these terms from when I got married. It was the ball gown, the A-line, the sheath, and the mermaid, the ba-bam.
Yeah.
We all have different body types, right, Beth?
We do, Ben. And that's why it's so important to begin the wedding dress shopping process by understanding the different gown silhouettes and for which body type that works best for them. I'm going to be talking more about that in a little bit later in the program. But right now, in keeping with our fashion theme, Deb Daruska has got some hints on customizing your gown.
Bridal Chateau style.
Hi, I'm Debbie Daruska here at Bridal Chateau today. We're going to show you the perfect way to personalize your wedding gown. We have a lovely beaded strap that can be added to the dress with Swarovski crystals and pearls. This is a lovely addition to any dress, whether it be plain or fancy. We can add a belt to the dress, which really makes the beading pop. On a personal note, I always tell my brides that you take this belt and put on a little black dress or a little red dress every year on your anniversary, and that way your husband knows he has to take you out to dinner. One of my favorite belts is with the big, beautiful flower. Flowers are everywhere today. This actually adds not only the glitz of the beading, the beautiful flower, but also a little hint of color. We can always order them in different colors for you to match your bridesmaids if you'd like. Holly is wearing a beautiful beaded embroidered dress with pearls and sequins and ruffles. And what's really interesting about this dress is that it's actually just a strapless dress that we've put a jacket on. Whether it be for modesty, for religion, just for fun. Isn't that beautiful? The ruffles on the dress accent the fact that the bodice is so beaded and heavily saturated with crystals and the sequins and the pearls. The back of the dress is quite lovely as well, featuring the faux buttons. This jacket, and many more that we have at Bridal Chateau, has the same embroidery and beautiful beading that many, many wedding gowns have. So this jacket does not necessarily have to go with this dress. Your wedding is unique, so why not personalize your gown? Bridal Chateau is known for its wide selection and commission-free sales staff. Our consultants truly care about their customers and strive to put a dream together for her. We carry all the different silhouettes of gowns, ensuring that you will be offered one of the widest selections and varieties of dresses in the salon. Each bride is unique, so stop into the Bridal Chateau and speak to one of our friendly sales representatives. They will use their knowledge to put together and show you everything available to make your vision come true.
It's time to visit the relevant vendors that will be providing products and services on your wedding day. Now, hiring the right team is critical to planning your dream wedding, but it can also be somewhat stressful. So how do you find the right match for you? How do you know who to trust and where to go for advice? Well, to help us answer some of these questions is Jeff Toy, owner of Toy Brothers Entertainment. He has over 10 years of experience providing DJs, photo booths, and uplighting in both Buffalo and Rochester. So he knows a thing or two about our local wedding industry. Welcome, Jeff, to Wedding Planning Weekly. It's great to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
You say do your homework. Where does a newly engaged couple begin?
Obviously, living in the age that we do, you need to look up online. Many of the brides that we have done business with in the past, or any company, the brides are going to talk, and they're going to talk after the wedding. So you can go online, check out Wedding Wire, check out Facebook, do your research online, look up the average cost of different things, and you can just ask your friends very easily now.
Yeah, and don't forget BuffaloBridalAssociation.com.
Exactly.
So having an actual face-to-face meeting is by far the best way to interview potential vendors. You get to fully experience the personality, style, and professionalism. So one of the biggest mistakes a couple can make is
hiring a friend of a friend. Many people hire friends to do things, whether it be photography, videography, DJ, any kind of service. They're not trained. They're not professionally trained. There's a lot that goes into weddings that people don't know about, and they think they can do it, but when it comes to the night of, you really want somebody that does this full time, that does it for a living, that's a member of the Buffalo Bridal Association, so they know what's going on.
Absolutely. Now let's fast forward a bit. Our couple about to be married has scheduled a meeting with a potential vendor. What are some of the telltale signs that a vendor may or may not be a good fit?
When you get in a meeting, they need to be comfortable with you. You need to be able to ask questions, and they need to be able to answer those questions confidently. Confidence is key. Somebody that's well-trained and a professional is going to know the answers to those questions that you may ask or that you may have needs for.
I guess then it's all about your gut, isn't it? I mean, if something feels funny, probably is, and you should probably walk away.
At the end of the day, you're going to be dealing with this person for a year, 6 months, 2 years, whatever it is. So it's more than just the night of your wedding. It's leading straight up to it.
So bottom line is connecting with your vendors. Give me another tip.
Book early. As I was just saying, is that you're going to be dealing with these vendors for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and the good ones, the confident ones, the ones that you're going to want to work with are going to book up early. So you're going to want to book with those people as soon as you can.
Fantastic information. Now here's a man who knows a lot about the wedding industry here in Western New York. To wrap it up, 8 must-ask questions to ask all your potential vendors. Number 1, how much experience do you have? The number of weddings equals the amount of skills that any vendor has. Number 2, how much do you charge? Remember, generally the most talented professionals have a higher price tag because they're worth it. Number 3, how much is the deposit? 4, what is included in the cost? Remember, the lowest price isn't necessarily the best deal. Must ask question number 5, what happens if you cancel? 6, do you use a contract? If the answer is no, run. Don't settle for a verbal contract that won't hold up in court. Number 7, are there additional fees? Taxes, service charges, travel fees. They can all add up quickly, and all of these should be clearly defined in your contract. And number 8, and finally, do you carry liability insurance? The answer you're looking for here is yes. Jeff, if newly engaged couples want to get a hold of you, what do they need to do?
They can just call us at 479-1133 or visit us online at www.toybros.com.
Toy Brothers Entertainment, a proud member of the Buffalo Bridal Association. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Great information. Well, coming up, we have more fashions, tours of venues, and photography, DJ, and video tips that will help you as you plan your perfect day. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages. Tuxedo Junction. Stop in or go online to order your free swatches today.
Of all the parties you'll ever give, your wedding is the most important. The Columns Banquets would be honored to showcase your day in our time-honored tradition of style and elegance. The patio with its lush gardens and enchanting waterfall makes the perfect backdrop to gather for cocktails, capture photos, or even say, I do. We'll coordinate all the details and help you plan the perfect menu. To schedule a tour, call us at 674-3241. The Columns Banquets.
Welcome back to this very special Valentine's Day edition of Wedding Planning Weekly, brought to you in part by the Columns Banquets. If you see a product or service on our show and you want to know more about it, jump on the web and check out BuffaloBridalAssociation.com. There you'll find links to all of our members, and since all BBA members agree to subscribe to a code of ethics, you know you're in good hands with each and every one of them.
Coming up in just a few minutes, I've got some fashions to show you that are spectacular, to say the least. You don't want to miss these gowns. Today, we're featuring different silhouettes.
But first, at many wedding receptions today, photo booths are all the rage, and for good reason. They're fun.
Want to take your event to the next level? you come to the right place. Custom designer prints, props, social media integration, green screen technology. All you need to do is call. Weddings, corporate events, school events, retirement parties, birthdays, holiday parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, graduations. Reserve your photo booth today.
We're back at the Bridal Chateau to take a look at different silhouette dresses that fit different shaped brides. Now, even if you have been trying on dresses or if it's your first time, you might not know what silhouette might look good on you. So we're going to show you all your options so that you're more prepared when you go out shopping. Our first dress that we're going to show you is an empire style. Now, this particular silhouette looks really good on apple-shaped girls. It draws your attention upward and your rib cage is a little bit fuller, so it's going to give the attention to that and kind of take away from anything below. It's great too because it has a very elongating look to it, especially this particular type where you've got the princess seams. Your eyes are just going straight up and down, which is also why it's a great silhouette for shorter girls. Because again, even if you hem it, you're not gonna have too much bodice and not enough skirt. You don't wanna be enveloped with the dress. Next, we're going to take a look at a sheath type style. Now this is really good for a rectangular shaped girl because you're already kind of more straight up and down. This will kind of flow along your lines a little bit more and make it look really nice. And again, this one we showed you with a sweetheart neckline. It's going to give you a little bit more height to have a shoulder line. So again, we're gonna make you look tall and lean. Next, I want to particularly show you the trumpet style dress on my size 22 mannequin. Too many times, brides come in and we ask them what type of silhouette they like or what they've tried on, and they'll say, oh no, I can't wear that, I'm such and such size. And I want you to know that size has nothing to do with what type of dress you should be wearing. You can be a size 6 and wear a trumpet, you can be a size 26. You just need to find what's best for your body shape. And I've got so many girls that have curves that just rock this type of a dress. And you need to have curves for it, so why not show it off? This is really great for an inverted triangle bride. It's because if you have either a bigger bosom or wider athletic shoulders, it evens it off with a fuller hemline. Next, we have an A-line dress. Now, it is recommended for an hourglass figure, but honestly, it's the universal silhouette. It looks great on all girls. And just like the Empire, you can get it in all different shapes and sizes, where an Empire can be straight and full, the A-lines can be too. They have a lot of variants, but the whole point of the A-line is that it's smallest at the waist, so it really shows off your curves here. And then you have a flare out. Again, it can either be a gentle flare or a fuller. So again, it might work for more of a pear-shaped girl, can go with a fuller A-line, hourglass, maybe more of the slimmer A-line, but it really is great on all girls. This one has a natural type waistline, so it's good for pretty much all heights, but I do recommend if you're a little bit on the taller side or have a very long torso, just make sure that a natural waistline hits you in the right place. If not, then you may want to do a drop waistline. Lastly, we have the ball gown. And the ball gowns are such fun princess dresses. Again, anyone can wear this and it's such a fun dress, but it is recommended for pear-shaped brides. And it's great because it gives you a lot of fullness at the bottom and it hides any problem areas you might have. And again, different types of waistlines can do different things. A little bit shorter of a girl might need a little bit of a higher waistline as to not have too much fullness overwhelming her. The drop waistline's great, again, shows off those curves here. And you can do this in so many different silhouette skirts. We have a satin pickup here, but you can do it in tulle, organza, have really big, full, frothy, just have gentle, but ball gowns come in all shapes and sizes. And the #1 way to figure out what dress will look best on your figure is to try them on. Call Bridal Chateau for an appointment. Let the staff help you find your dream wedding gown for any shape and any size bride. They always look better on than they do on the hanger.
Bridal Chateau offers one of the widest selections of designs in Western New York, including gowns for all types of weddings and special occasions. We carry designers that are highly advertised, as well as exclusive designs that you won't find in every shop. allowing us to offer you unique gowns. Our bridesmaid and social occasion collections are offered in up to 80 different colors. Stop on in to Bridal Chateau, located in Williamsville, and see all the options they have available for you.
Closed captioning provided by Elio DePaulo's. We cater to your dreams. Elio DePaulo's Restaurant, Ringside Lounge, and Banquet Facility. Elio DePaulo's. We cater to your dreams.
There is a place unlike any other in Western New York where your guests will feel worlds away, and yet, because of its convenient location on Transit Road in Alma, is only minutes away.
There's not too many facilities in Buffalo where you can have your ceremony and reception all in one place. That's what makes the Collins Banquets an ideal location.
The first response we usually get when people walk in is wow. They look at the high ceilings, they look at the grand chandelier, they take a walk out onto the patio. They see a waterfall and this beautiful landscapes. You know, there's really nothing like it in the area. The beauty from inside and outside of the facility that makes people really want to have their weddings here.
Always at your service and ready to assist to ensure every detail is covered, the Collins professional and caring staff is there every step of the way.
Attention to detail is very important when you're planning a wedding reception. It's very important for me to be able to unveil the needs and the desires of the bride and groom so I can fulfill them the day of the reception.
The Collins features 2 beautifully appointed banquet rooms. Our smaller room is designed for parties up to 150, and our grand ballroom can comfortably accommodate parties of up to 450 guests.
We have these beautiful windows in our grand ballroom that look out onto the outdoor patio and waterfall. So from within your party, you can look out and just see these beautiful landscapes, and it really makes for a special event.
And then there's the food. From our over-the-top hors d'oeuvre stations to our entrees like our almond chicken Dijon, our salmon provençal, or our garlic rubbed filet mignon. And hopefully you save room for dessert to try one of the many stations we offer here at the Collins. Bottom line, nobody leaves the Collins Banquets hungry.
Let the staff at the Collins help you plan your wedding, shower, rehearsal party, or any event. Come see for yourself why the Collins would be the perfect setting for your friends and family to celebrate together. You can start the process today by visiting our website at thecolumnsbanquets.com or by calling us at 674-3241 for a personal tour.
Our family's here every day on site at the Collins Banquets, dedicated to one mission alone, and that is to make sure that your wedding is the event of a lifetime.
What a gorgeous facility. Don't wait any longer. Make that call to schedule your tour. I promise you won't be disappointed. A little bit later in the program, we'll have a real-life wedding story for you from right here in Western New York, as seen through the artistic eyes of the videographers at Buffalo's Best Videos, Key Video Productions. And speaking of artistic eyes, here's a look at one of the area's most progressive photography companies. They call themselves the Fun Photographers, Wozniak Photography.
I'm Dave Wozniak, the owner at Wozniak's Photography. We've been in business for over 30 years. I love this business. It's more than a hobby. I've been able to turn my hobby into a living, and there's nothing better than not having to call work work.
I'm Amanda Wozniak and I work here as a photographer. It's a great job to have. I love doing it. I love working with the bride and groom all day. I love to see happy people and it's just a great environment to be in.
I'm Brianna Wozniak. I'm a photojournalist here in Wozniak's Photography and I also work in the office assembling the final albums. I get all the candid pictures. I zoom in on people's hands, flowers, small details that the bride has put together for months leading to the big day.
When the bride and groom first come into our studio, we like to show them that we're going to give them great photography, but we're also going to be an important part of their wedding.
I introduce myself, they introduce themselves. We talk for a few minutes to break the ice.
We want them to feel like we're family at the end of the day.
I like to have conversations with them during the engagement session. I don't like to just keep it pictures and poses. I like to be personal with them.
It's a privilege to be a wedding photographer. You're with people on the most important day of their life.
Usually at the bride's house when we first get there, it's crazy and hectic, and we like to just smooth things out and make the day go nice and easy for them.
We never will miss a shot because we're busy doing something else. That only comes with experience.
By the end of the day, we usually feel like we're a part of the family. Half the time they don't even realize we're still there, which means we did our job without being in anybody's face.
Our experience often translates into a more relaxed, stress-free day for the bride and groom. We do this every weekend. Most brides and grooms do this once in a lifetime.
My personal favorite part of the day is the father-daughter dance. I love it. It always chokes me up a little bit and I get a little bit teary-eyed. I think of my dad.
We know we're going to give you great photographs. What we like is at the end of the day, when you know you've had a great time with us and you've got the most awesome photographs you could possibly imagine.
At Tuxedo Junction, we make fitting your out-of-town groomsmen easy. Send in your measurements, keep track of your guys with My Wedding Planner, have a tuxedo ready and waiting in the city where your ceremony is taking place. All online at tuxedojunction.com. Let the guys travel, not the tuxedos. With hundreds of colors to choose from, we coordinate with all major dress designers. Order your free color swatch today at tuxedojunction.com. You've found your perfect color. Now, find your perfect match. When you want your wedding party to look their best, Tuxedo Junction is the place to go. With the newest styles and the latest trends, we carry exclusive designers you won't find anywhere else, including Calvin Michaels New York, Perry Ellis, and Oleg Cassini. Visit us at tuxedojunction.com.
Wow, Tuxedo Junction has it all. Man, you owe it to yourself to check them out.
We'll be back with more on this very special Valentine's Day edition of Wedding Planning Weekly. Don't go anywhere.
Your family makes your wedding day special. Our family makes it memorable. Tom and Lisa Payne invite you to celebrate your special day at the Grapevine Banquets. With special touches like our gorgeous table settings, signature blackberry champagne, and generous servings of food, our professional wedding planners will work with you to ensure every detail is done so you can have fun. With more than 30 years of experience, a beautifully renovated space for up to 800 guests, and delicious food to suit any budget, the Payne family will work with you to personally ensure that you, your friends, and your family have a perfect day. To bring your wedding vision to life, call 391-1895 to schedule your personal tour of the Grapevine Banquets.
Welcome back. You know, countless hours and tens of thousands of dollars go into making wedding day dreams come true. And for who? Well, the newly married couple.
Of course.
But the truth is, they are so excited and distracted and often pulled in so many different directions that the details of the day sometimes become a blur.
That's why it's such a good idea to capture those memories on DVD or Blu-ray. As promised, here's Lisa and her girls and the anticipation they feel just moments before the big day is about to begin. That's all the time we have for today's program. I really want to encourage you to log on to BuffaloBridalAssociation.com.
In fact, go to your computer right now and check out everything this great organization has to offer. After all, if you're planning a wedding, you're about to spend more money than you ever have.
On things you've never purchased before.
From businesses you've probably never heard of. The BBA is here to help take the worry out of your wedding day planning.
For everyone here at Buffalo Bridal Association, along with our great sponsors that make our show possible, I'm Beth Clark.
And I'm Ben Fantaschi. We'll see you next week right here at this same time.
Happy Valentine's Day.